Welcome to part 5 of the Edmodo tour. We are on the Out of My Mind book club page, and we will look at ways that students interact with text and each other in some threaded discussions. We asked students contributing to this demonstration online classroom to keep their posts concise so that we could fit an entire threaded discussion on one page of my book, The Flipped Reading Block, Making It Work. You may want to require students to write longer posts. Let's travel the page now. Landry's reminder post at the top of the page shows that students can use the discussion board as a place to prepare for face-to-face discussions. Surely this type of post generates interest in the upcoming discussion.
Mrs. Morgan uses the discussion board as a place to direct students to online resources that will enhance their understanding and enjoyment of the book.
She has posted a link to a book trailer.
Let's move next to threaded discussions. Out of My Mind is a deep book, and it has sparked serious discussions. I have zoomed in on a threaded discussion in which students have made connections to the text.
Zoe writes, I went to Barnes & Noble's with my good friend Abby S. and another friend. There was this girl who was about Melody's age in a wheelchair. There were some kids there who were making fun of her because she couldn't control her actions.
That really upset me. Zoe has made a text-to-self connection. The book has helped Zoe as she develops her own system of ethics.
Landry writes, about a week ago, I was watching the news on TV. The anchors were talking about a family who had a child with cerebral palsy who claimed the airline humiliated them while on a flight. They were demanding an apology from the airline and the stewardess. It broke my heart to see how they were treated.
Landry has made a text-to-media connection. This post shows that Landry is developing the skill of synthesizing information from multiple sources in order to form an opinion.
Jared writes, in this book, I feel like Melody went through some of the same problems and popular students did with the poor treatment. Hers was much worse because she had no ability to communicate how much she was hurt. I wonder how much some people automatically assume handicapped people are dumb just because of their inability to communicate.
Jared's text-to-life connection shows that he is making observations about human behavior because of what he is reading. One of Mrs. Morgan's prompts encourages students to consider literary elements the author uses.
Notice Landry's response. Sharon Draper uses techniques that don't give away the plot until the very end. She uses show and not tell. She is also very descriptive when developing characters. You feel as if you know the characters personally.
This is a sophisticated response. Landry notices what makes good writing.
In part 6, we will look at some of Mrs. Morgan's other prompts for threaded discussions. We will also look at some student-created prompts for face-to-face and online discussions.